What's up guys? I've been getting some comments about the Dog Brothers, so it was time for a new video. Based on what I've read online and from the few videos I've seen, the Dog Brothers are all about full contact stick fighting with minimal protection. Personally, I'm more of a machete guy myself, but I definitely recognize the usefulness of a stick in close quarters combat. In fact, I have a short video on real Dominican stick fighting. Check it out if you're interested. So apparently the Dog Brothers base what they teach on Cali. I've already given my opinion on Cali in a previous video. To quickly summarize, I have yet to see anything that falls under the Cali umbrella that I would consider practical. Most of what I've seen is a lot of unnecessary use of the offhand to parry blades and play patty cake. So we're going to start off with a video of who I'm assuming is the top Dog Brother giving a lesson.
This is roof lock cycle. This represents a very common moment in the fight. I throw a caveman, he roofs it, he throws a caveman, and I roof it. Very common. And so what we want to do is we want to have more options than simply the obvious caveman strike that comes back. So again, see, he is expecting this, right? One more time. Well, that's probably more natural now.
Okay, I'm assuming the dog growl while striking is just part of the brand. When it comes to fighting with machetes, blocking isn't the main defensive strategy, retreating is. When it comes to sticks being used in machete fights as a secondary weapon, they tend to play the more defensive role, which includes blocking. But even still, staying out of the range of your opponent's weapon is your best bet. I've only seen sticks used to block while the fighter is dual wielding. The few real stick-on-stick fights I've seen end pretty quickly with a decisive blow. There really isn't much back and forth.
I don't think I'm coming really hard, but I do in effect freeze. Perfect. He is expecting this to hit down hard. I'm like, see, so what I do is I put him a little floretti, and so he doesn't get the contact that he's expecting, and the tip of his stick flies up, and now he's open here. So I'm coming, here's my roof, I do a little floretti, and then I come in with the horizontal.
So pretty much he's talking about feinting and mixing up the attacks, which is good stuff.
As I draw that roof lock, see how I'm really selling my strike freeze. That's where I'm going to be whipping this bolo strike up. I'm looking to get his thumb. I'm looking to get his funny bone. I'm looking to get his chin. I'm looking to get his locked hand. I'm looking to get his third leg. I'm looking to go to the inside of the knee or the shin bone or the ankle as I do a drive-by. All of those are possibilities.
Personally, I'm not a fan of underhand strikes. To me, they feel awkward and they go against gravity, but to each his own.
I also can do this out of salty game. And salty game, this is Kirby based, so I will be stepping through with the same leg, right? However, that's not what we're doing today. I just want to point this one here instead of, so for example, sort of press me a little bit and throw the caveman. Boom. There's my bolo strike. Now if he jumps back, I'm stepping through with the same leg to get to him, right? We understand that?
Okay, so the stepping into the strike is good if you were dual wielding and you want to close the distance and land a strike with your secondary weapon. I teach this in Dominikhan Academy, but in this case where he only has one primary weapon, he shouldn't have to use that move because his only weapon should already be close enough to his opponent, simply by maintaining his stance, which has the side of your body that has the primary weapon facing your opponent.
He's learned to be worried about that caveman. And so then you set him up to believe in the caveman, and you're going to surprise him with, instead of a descending strike, a rising strike. Change in height, speed, and direction, Freudian principle. So right here like this, so you just, he freeze. I step in, he swings, freeze. So from this roof block, this is where I throw the bolo. He might be ready, if this here like this, he's expecting my caveman, so he goes up into a roof block. Yes. So here like this is where I'm looking to, typically for the thumb. One more time. That's the core idea.
Okay, so he pretty much just summarized it there. Now we're gonna watch their most viewed video, which is a compilation video. Because who doesn't like compilation videos? So they're sparring with training knives too. Looks like machetes. You're not going to be kicking after you just got stabbed in the head. So he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Closing the distance after getting disarmed can definitely work. That definitely hurt. Did the leg sweep actually work? Blocked with his arm. Nice body slam. A disarm. A 2-on-2. A 2-on-1. The tactical roll. A knife versus nunchucks. Close the distance. In the face. Prevented the slam. A kick to the crotch. She got stabbed, but she's doing a ground and pound. Chains, that's wild. He hit his hand and he got hit in the head. Dual wielding. Long staffs, a block. Not sure what happened there. I mean, what did you think was gonna happen? A pimp slap. Butterfingers got disarmed twice. A stab to the stomach and a hit to the head. That was nice. And it was from the lesson earlier. This guy thinks he's a ninja and he got hit in the leg. Some grappling and jiu-jitsu. Some striking. They're still going even without headgear. More striking. Knife versus stick. No head protection. A submission. Yeah, this is pretty chaotic. A lot of injuries. Okay, so my final opinion on the Dog Brothers. They're a lot more hardcore than anything I've seen labeled Filipino martial arts. There seems to be a wide range of skill level. Some of the people obviously have some mixed martial arts training. I think it's cool how they add it all together, but with some weapons it doesn't work, like the training knives. You're essentially playing pretend by stabbing your opponent with the training knife while they're actually punching you in the face. Realistically, that wouldn't be the case. You're not going to be throwing punches while your guts get turned into mincemeat. Then you got the whole chain fight thing, crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a chain actually used in a fight outside of fiction. Some of these guys do look like they just want to play with weapons and use moves they saw in movies and video games. Some of these guys are sloppy and slow, and it looks like the skill level for some of the fights were mismatched, which would most likely be the case in real life. Now, the headgear is essential. You don't want to get brain damage or die. There were a couple fights where the headgear fell off and they were told not to go for the head. In a real stick fight, that's the main target. One good hit and the fight's over. There most likely wouldn't be a long, drawn-out fight, and because they have headgear, they're also going to be more aggressive. You had that one guy blocking with his arm as he moved in. There was also the guy that utilized the block and counter move that was shown in the earlier lesson. So that was cool to see that the move can actually be applied to one of their combat scenarios. It wasn't all just guys flailing their sticks at each other, then going for a grapple once they're tired of getting hit. So overall, I think this is cool. It kind of gives me Fight Club vibes, but with sticks. Well, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Learn the real martial art of Dominican Machete Fighting. Only with Dominikhan Academy, only available at Dominikhan.net. We cover everything, from the basics to the advanced. Learn how to defend yourself with and from machetes with the only self-defense course in the world that's based on real sword fights. Get Dominikhan Academy now while it's back on sale, only at Dominikhan.net.